Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Football. Now, we all want Lewandowski. We all want Mbappe. All want De Bruyne, even if he's injured. We all want Haaland. We all want all the big stars, Rodrigo, Bellingham. We want all of them. But we only have a budget of 100 million, and we need to balance out our teams. We can't just have all the big name players in our teams. We have to find a couple of budget options. So that is what we are going to be talking about today. Three budget options that we can fit in our team and help us get all the big boys in our side. And these are not just budget options that are just there to fit in the team, like we do in FPL and have a £4 million player on the bench who never plays. No, these are actually players who usually play and not even selected by that many people. So that is what you're going to be talking about today. If you want to watch any more videos, you can join our Patreon for more exclusive tips videos. I've already done a couple. I'll also post the second draft video there as well. I've already worked on it. The link is in the description if you want to support the channel and get more videos throughout the week and throughout the season as well. Make sure to join our Patreon, and thank you for your support. But if you can't as well, don't worry, you'll still get a couple of videos here as well, like this one on budget options. So who are the budget options we should be looking for? Number one, Samuel Suarez. Now, he plays as a goalkeeper for Benfica. Obviously, the past few seasons we're used to Vlaco Dimos playing for Benfica as the goalkeeper, but he's recently left the club and he's moved on to Nottingham Forest, which has meant space for Samuel Suarez. This season, he's already played 3 games, or he's played the last 3 games since Vlaco Dimos left. And in the home games, he's kept 2 clean sheets in the 2 games. So 2 home games, 2 clean sheets. And in the away game, which he considered 2 goals, he still made 5 saves. So that is not a bad return at all. A goalkeeper can get you points in a lot of ways. The main way is to keep a clean sheet, obviously. But especially in the Champions League, some games it's rare to keep clean sheets because in the Champions League, like all the teams there are very, very good. Yes, sometimes Man City can keep a clean sheet. Yes, sometimes Real Madrid can keep a clean sheet here and there. But most of the times you get a 3-2 and you get a 4-3 and you get a 2-2, all that, because all teams are very good. But you can still get points for save. You can get save points. Like if your goalkeeper makes 3 saves, you get an extra point. If they make 6 saves, you get 2 points, and also penalty saves. So there's a lot of ways your goalkeeper can get you points. And he is in a group with Inter Milan, Salzburg, and Real Sociedad. So not a bad group. I think that is the toughest group to predict which team is going to finish first, second, third, and fourth. Like, I'd not be surprised if Benfica finished top. Like last season, Benfica are in the same group with PSG, and Benfica managed to finish first ahead of PSG. This season, they're in the same group with Inter Milan. Many people would expect them Inter Milan to finish first. Like in the Serie A, they're already doing well this season, and last season they reached the Champions League final. But you never know. It could be Real Sociedad, it could be Salzburg. So in some of those games, I would expect him to keep maybe a clean sheet or 2, especially in the home games. And then in the other games, even though they will concede, you can still get save points, like away at Inter Milan. And you never know, maybe a penalty save here and there. So Samuel Suarez is my first pick. He's only going to cost you 4 million, like a 4 million goalkeeper, not the end of the world. And if you pair him up with another goalkeeper, maybe 5 million, 5.5 million, playing on a different day, especially if you get another goalkeeper who's going to cost you like 5 million, right away you've saved like 1 million, because some people would have like a goalkeeper who's going to cost 6 million, another one 5 million. That's 11 million. But if you have a goalkeeper costing you 4 million, another one 5 million, you've already saved 2 million. So that is not bad at all. So Samuel Suarez is the first budget option I have gone for. 4 million goalkeeper for Benfica. Budget option number 2, I am going to go for Benjamin Hendricks. He plays as a defender for Leipzig. He plays on the left back, right back. I usually confuse it. Raum plays on the other side and Hendricks plays on the other side. They have a very good defense, basically, with them two, and also Simekan as well. They do have a capable team in terms of defensively. He started all 3 games this season, and he's averaged 89 minutes per game. So even if he gets subbed off, he gets subbed off in the 88th or 89th, 90th minute. So that is enough for a defender. If a defender, even sometimes you don't even mind a defender being subbed off in the 70th minute, especially if they already have a clean sheet, you want them subbed off early so that you can bank those 4 points. It's not like a striker a striker where you want them to play the whole game 95 minutes. For a defender, 60 minutes, if they kept a clean sheet, most people want them to get subbed off. So Benjamin Hendricks, if you can get subbed off in the 85th minute after already securing a clean sheet, that is not bad at all. you get points for ball recoveries in the Champions League, and Hendricks is one of those players who can get you that. So far this season, he's averaged 5.3 ball recoveries per game and 2.3 tackles per match. So let's imagine Hendricks gets you 6 ball recoveries and gets you an extra 2 points plus the 2 points for playing and gets you a clean sheet that is 8 points. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And not to mention, this season they already kept one clean sheet, Leipzig. And in terms of him going forward, he's already scored 1 goal and already has 1 assist in those 3 games. Those are very good returns. So if you can get a defender like this who can get you recovery points, go forward, go back, go forward, go back, doesn't pick up too many yellow cards and all that, and he can still go forward and get you a goal or an assist here and there. That is not a bad option at all. So Hendricks is my second budget option. He's only going to cost you 4.5 million. He plays as a defender for Leipzig. Yes, you probably will have tried to avoid him when he plays against Man City, but in the other 2 games, he's playing against Young Boys and Red Star Belgrade. Out of the 6 games, they're only going to play Man City twice. And even at home, last season when Leipzig played Man City, it ended 0-0. So they kept a clean sheet against Man City. So you never know. Especially at home, they could keep 3 clean sheets out of 3. A very, very good option, Benjamin Hendricks. 4.5 million is what Benjamin Hendricks is going to cost you. Third option I have gone for is Julian Alvarez. I wrote Julian Alvarez for some reason, but Julian Alvarez, we all know him, World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Premier League winner. Which other ones has he won? Like, he's won so many trophies. I think Carabao Cup winner as well, or FA Cup winner. Like, Julian Alvarez has won everything the past 1 year. He's literally won everything. Now, can he also win us our mini leagues? That is what you're trying to find out. Last season, he scored 32 points in the Champions League, and he's only going to cost you 7 million this season. Now, as you said, it's not as cheap as the other ones, the defenders and all that, but strikers like Mbappe, 11 point something million, same with Haaland, same with Lewandowski, like all of them are very, very expensive. And if you can get a Man City player who's going to get you only cost you 7 million, is he going to play every single day? Maybe not. In the Champions League, even Haaland might be rested for a couple of games. But even if he starts 4 out of those 6 games and comes off the bench for 1, 5 appearances, that is not bad. Like in a group with Leipzig, Young Boys, and Red Star Belgrade, that is not bad at all. Now, in the second season, speaking of him being rotated, last season, Grealish, when Grealish had his first season a couple of years ago for Man City, he was on the bench, coming on sometimes, on the bench, sometimes missing out in the squad. But last season, his second season, he was playing a lot. Now, maybe that could be Alvarez this season. Last season, he's being rotated a lot. This season, it could be soon to start a lot of games. And you've already seen it. In the Premier League, he's already started all 4 Premier League games so far this season. So could end up being a very, very good option. In terms of returns so far this season, the last 3 games had 11 shots. You want a striker who's going to shoot the ball, and he scored 2 goals and had 1 assist already this season. So Julian Alvarez, another very good pick. Yes, it could be rotated, but imagine even if he plays 60 minutes against Red Star Belgrade at home, that is enough for him to get a goal and an assist. Against Fulham last time out, I watched the game between Man City and Fulham. He was getting forward a lot. He was winning the penalties. Another thing that can help you get points as well if a player wins penalties. If he scores from outside the box, he does score from outside the box a couple of times. I remember him doing that last season as well against Fulham. He's currently playing for Argentina. I watched the Argentina game. He only came on for like 30 minutes. So after the international break, he could be fresh as well. So Julian Alvarez, a forward who's going to cost you 7 million. It's very tough to have like Lewandowski, Haaland, and Mbappe, like all of them 11 point something million. You're going to run out of budget. So you have to mix it up. And Julian Alvarez allows you to mix it up. It allows you to have an extra Man City player as well. Many people will have Haaland, like almost everyone will have Haaland. So if you have Julian Alvarez as well and you have a defender as well, that is great. Like if Haaland scores, someone is going to assist him. It's probably going to Julian Alvarez. Now there's other players like Grealish and Foden, but there could be a lot of rotation there. And if there's a way you can have all 3 of them, Haaland, Alvarez, and Foden, and even if 2 of them start, you still benefit from that. And even if one comes on, you can still get points. And in the Champions League, if they play on Tuesday and they don't come on, if they only come on and get you 1 point, if you have a good bench, which you should, you can always bring them on and take off the 1 point from your team. So a lot of benefits with the Champions League fantasy. So those are my 3 picks in terms of budget options. There's a lot more. I covered a couple of them in the on Patreon as well. So make sure to make sure to, if you want to support the channel, if you want more or you can afford more content, join our Patreon. The link is in the description. But don't you worry, if you can't as well, absolutely no problem. Just hit the like button as well. That's another way of showing support. And thank you for watching. Catch up with you guys on the next one.